the flag path, starting off from Dobromestro, passing towards Goroka and Coal Mine, ending towards the outskirts of Trevno. So this is going to be a northern path here, and the circle...
This is so bad for teams like Party Gaming, and even for Bigetron as well, because with the circle being so northern, if you have teams that want to drop so southern, as you obviously know, they have such a reduced amount of time to loot up and then rotate northern.
Yeah, definitely. And at the same time here, you know, a lot of these teams are going to benefit from the northern section here because they had a pretty early drop as well, especially for teams from Detonators who's currently on Dobromestro themselves. So when they drop here, they are going to be having a smooth sailing. However, they are actually getting contested from the guys from Victory 5 here. So they have to be a little bit careful here, or maybe you're trying to wrap things up here. It seems to me we are starting to see a lot of these teams trying to contest the drop spots once again. We have seen the previous game with synerGE and also Asterion here, but this time it's going to be Detonator and V5.
Yeah, could be potentially because of the fact that the plane was so northern and then instantly that circle was straight towards the northwestern side. Teams dropping out early, as you said, going to be overlapping at some points of the map. But it seems like, well, Orange Esports or even Red Canids as well at the center of Goroka may have the centralized positions here going forward, because with how much water is there towards port inside the circle already, the circle should be shifting downward, which could be perfect for teams, as I said before, Orange and Red Canids as well. But once again, Terrence, we see synerGE locked in to early action, as it seems like they may have caught wind as to the fact there's more teams here.
Yeah, Austin is all by himself here, and Party Gaming, they kind of have, they found themselves a straggler here. They're going to call in reinforcement and try and get this easy kill. They know he's all by himself, and synerGE, I don't think they are in any position to try and help him out here, or maybe they are going to try and set this fight here. It seems to me it is going to be a commitment here coming from Party Gaming.
Yeah, commitment is maybe an understatement. Austin X is going to be on his lonesome here as 4 players going to be swarming around this compound. Look how far away the cavalry is as well. Survey just locked in at the complete wrong end of the map. And just like that, Survey's going to be exchanged there. 1 for 1. He did down her, but very easily going to be revived back up. So first blood going in favor of Party Gaming.
Yep, nice start here. And synerGE, they were a little bit too far off to actually provide any kind of assistance here. And because of that, Party Gaming, they will come on top with 1 easy kill. And as soon as they know they've lost them here from the side of synerGE, they immediately back off here. Like you said as well, Survey was a little bit too far off. However, in this outskirts right here, right now, from the Podvosto, we see Insidious also going to be contesting against Tempo Storm for this route right here.
Yeah, this is actually quite important as well to see who wins this battle, simply because of how many teams are towards the east of them. Whoever it is going to be INS or the fact of Tempo Storm. If they take it, they have such a strong position in denying rotations and scouting out information from the teams rotating. As it seems like INS are actually just going to be conceding it. They're going to be falling back instead. Tempo going to have full reign here.
Definitely going to be a smarter choice here, just because they're still on the outskirts of the circle. They don't exactly have fully looted items here. They may have to concede to try and find other loots here. In this case, Mount Cresting is kind of open for grabs here. Not many teams actually opted to go there as well. So Mount Cresting does have one of the best vantage points in this game as well. Smack middle of all and highest point in terms of vantage for vision control. So this time we may see a lot of teams hitting there here. But however, those who are in the circle, they're going to be very comfortable as of now, because as you can see, Mega Conqueror, they want the latest to actually exit towards the plane and also heading towards the outside of the circle. So there's going to be a huge swing and rotation here coming from Mega Conqueror. So I'm looking forward to see how they tackle this situation coming from them.
So tough, isn't it? Because, I mean, obviously we have 2020 vision. They could simply go through Castle, cross the bridges and get through. Not many teams actually play Castle at all, really, so it should be free. Maybe they could try and expect that, because that river just splits off 2 halves. We have south of Volnova, and then we have south of Podvosto, as you said, where we have 4 teams either side, both rotating towards the northwest.
Yeah, and unfortunately to say, port is kind of empty for all these teams as well. So the northern section here is pretty much clear highway here from any of the teams who takes a northern approach, especially for the guys from Omen Elite. And at the same time, GSK, you know, Ghost Killer, they're going to be taking Cosmodrome from themselves, from the nukes here. They may carry a couple of nukes, but off the kill feed as well, we see Chica getting taken down here, apparently, and Temple Storm, they're actually committing this fight against the guys from GSK.
Yeah, Ghost Killer maybe going down instead and giving away Skrilla to Tempo Storm. Orange as well going to be rotating past the action, but I don't think they've realized as of yet that there is going to be some firefights going down. just at the edge of the circle, but it seems like Gonzo is on his lonesome. And we've seen it time and time again, actually, from Ghostkiller, where Gonzo is that first player to go down, maybe getting too aggressive in terms of scouting out from formations. They haven't found him just yet. But yeah, there we go. Tempo Rain should have seen him now, and he will be eventually finished off there by Nico. So another kill going in favor of Tempo Storm, as now we're going to be seeing the next zone coming up shortly as the blue zone starts to constrict the play area.
Yeah, I agree here. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade coming in from Tempo Storm as well as Ghostkiller. They both each lose their scouts in the team here. Chica is pretty much out of the game here from them, and because of that, they will lose a little bit more positioning later stage of the game here, but fortunately for them, they are still inside the circle. They can gatekeep anyone who tries to pass this bridge here. Do a lot of damage here, and not to mention, especially the teams coming who may or may not use this bridge as a rotation pathway, coming from the guys from Mega Conqueror, Insidious, IND, and also SWAT 69 potentially, and who may or may not take the eastern approach here, considering that they are outside of the circle.
Omen Elite doing a smart rotation as they were at Trevno to start looting up. Instead, they're going to be going all the way across the northern coast and crossing that bridge there just west of Zabava. And that way, they're actually going to avoid tackling those 4 teams towards the east. However, Ghostkiller may be there as they are rotating out of Cosmodrome, so we could see some action happening fairly shortly. But for now, it seems like the typical meta here for Vikendi, where teams try and get into the center of the circle as fast as possible, take control of the compounds, and then play the waiting game.
Oh, Orange Esports, they find themselves a lucky kill here from the side of FUTBOLIST here, taking out the guys from Lovazin. They were smack middle with all, and because of that, Stalker will get himself the kill that he needs here. And because of this, Orange Esports, they've given away the position here, a little bit aggressive, making a lot of noise here. And it seems to me, smack middle of this vicinity here, in the span of about 200 meters, we see a lot of teams, and Detonator as well, going to be committing this fight against V5. Indon going head to head, gets taken down instead from Nanyi, and Nanyi he's going to go even more here, and Pogba off the kill feed as well, going to go for the trade here. How will they do this here? Feka is going for the sprays, he's panicking from the second floor. They can see he's going to go for wrap around here, and Manor will knock him down with the Uzi at the outside.
Yeah, it seems like quite an even exchange so far here as Victory 5 are going to be trying to finish off the players that they did down earlier on versus Dominators. Always it seems to be Dominators or Detonators, excuse me, in that early action here on every single match they do end up playing. Bandage is going to be coming up as well as they are starting to heal themselves, while both these teams realize that still situated in the same compound as the grenades, the Molotovs all start sailing in, and actually that could finish off a few of the players here as it is going to explode. However, on the other side of the door, but no, 3 grenades go in and eventually they will connect. And now with this Victory 5 as a 4-man squad, all going to be locked and loaded going in together. This should be a very easy trade kill for them. On to the final remaining player. They are inside their own Molotovs. So eventually they are going to do some team damage, but Detonators are going to be going out in 16th. Easily going to be able to revive Nani as well. And just like that, 4 players still alive for Victory 5 as they take 4 kills and flush away Detonators.
Oh, fortunately for Victory 5 here, they committed so much knockdowns because of that here. Because they get 4 kills, but it's still early in the stage of the game here. You got like 2 members knocked from the side of Victory 5, and this is not looking too good here because you are going to be playing the battle of attrition later in the stage of the game here, and because of that, having 1 less knockdown is not going to be favorable for them in the later stage of the game. However, Orange Esports still middle of it all. They heard so many rotations coming in, and then this time Ghostkiller is going to try find the best spot as well. Fortunately for them, they will find this vicinity on top of Orange Esports.
Yeah, but it is still very central, so for them it's going to be strong. And we said it already just moments ago, the fact that there's so much water in the northern side of the circle, so it should be going southern, and that's going to be perfect for teams such as Party Gaming and Bigetron as well, who are there just south of Garoka. So, as well towards Cosmodrome, we're seeing in the vehicles is Mega. I mean, you mentioned and touched upon it earlier in the matchup. How are Mega going to deal with these rotations with how unfortunate the circles have been for them as they were towards the north of Hot Springs at the start of the matchup, looting up as well towards Cement Factory. But now instead, in vehicles, they're going to go all the way around Cosmodrome and actually follow the exact same rotation we saw from Omen Elite, who are now inside port.
Oh yeah, nicely done here. And we talked about how the north side here is pretty much clear grounds for all these teams here. Like you said as well, 30% is inside the water. But Mega Conqueror, they have been known to play the edge of the circle for quite some sometimes, just because of how the meta is from all these teams. Look at this. From almost every single game, we see teams prioritizing the center of the circle instead of the edges here. But now we see INS also going to be playing the same thing here. But on the main feed here, we see BTR getting off the guys from 69 here and taking down one knock onto the guys from Lord.
Yeah, shot's going to be rattled off there by Luxy into serving the vehicle. He is going to be completely fine there. He does get away scot-free. Party Gaming as well, going to be able to hear all the ruckus and cacophony of bullets just going on around them, but they can't actually capitalize in third party on it just yet, as it is going to be players just shooting onto vehicles. And we are going to be seeing the new zone coming in just a few seconds as more action is being upholded by synerGE, as they're still going to try and make their rotation inside the circle. But yeah, it's still going to go slightly northern, but inside the center is going to be Garoka.
Now we have Red Cannons on this perspective here. Kaviski almost made it into the kill leaderboard once here so far in today's game here for the first time. Instead of seeing the usuals Mega Conqueror, BTR, Orange, Esports, Stalker, he is the one here with one of the highest kill feed next up in line to call in towards the kill leaderboard. But right now, they have this vicinity. They're going to try and contest the guys on the outskirts here, and you see synerGE here getting knocked from the guys from Orange potentially there.
It's been so awkward so far for synerGE. Do they play too passive? Do they play too aggressive? It seems like they're always caught between a rock and a hard place, or on Vikendi, a rock and a few compounds.
And at the same time as well, Stalker, he gets his backs exposed as well as Ghost Killer. They want to repay the favor. Like I said as well, early into the game, Orange Esports, they've been making so much noise. And because that everybody knows they are. But I can understand the meta they're playing here as well. Playing super aggressive, pushing everyone to the edges of the circle. It's kind of like the game plan to set up for the next falling circles. And I'm not sure is it working or not, but we shall see. But as of now, INS, they're still in the outskirts of Coma. They haven't exactly made it in the circle. So they may or may not go into the circle kind of blind, so they have to be very, very careful here considering how concentrated the smack middle of the circle is actually.
Tempo Storm going to be using some tents here, pitch one themselves and just relax as they are in the center of the circle, but they need to find their footing and their stronghold to eventually claim going forward. And at this point actually, Terrence, do you think it's worth it if they try and crash a compound that they think is actually valuable going into the later zones?
Well, it may happen, but at the same time, is it worth it here? Just because how big the circle is, there's still a lot of room to work with for all this compound. Crashing compounds, if the compound is super important or it's super value in terms of positioning advantage point, it's great here. But in this case, Tempo Storm, they have this small tent to work with. They cannot play this super aggressive just because there's so many openings for any teams who may or may not snipe them from multiple angles. So they have to be extremely careful. So crashing compound is a great idea, but is it worth the risk considering how early it is? 30 minutes with very little information and economy to play with.
Speaking of risk, Omen Elite there at the top of the circle, just at the precipice of the water as well. So for them, this is brilliant. All they have to do is worry about one angle, 180 what's coming out in front of them. The only issue that may arise is the fact that the circle does go more southern. They are going to be forced out into the open, into the terrain, and that's where things will ironically go south for them as well, not just in terms of their rotations.
Ooh, Bigetron and Red Aliens here, they've picked themselves a really nice compound into outskirts of Garoka here. It's pretty much the only compound that's pretty much open, with a lot of open view here. So in terms of natural terrain, not many people can push them just because there's not much cover to work with. So they have to force them in towards a full dive crash here if they want to contest guys from BTR. However, it seems to me they're going to be expanding their position here, trying to make sure and push everyone outside out in the open if the circle forces them there. But at the same time right now, Circle 2, not much to work with. There's still so many compounds to work with here. It's all about the ninja game as of now from all these teams. V5, however, will get the outskirts of the World Misters here all by themselves uncontested. So let's take a look here where the circle may go here, Alex.
teamIND, Team India on our screens currently. And what's been surprising for me, may have a much better idea on why this is, Terrence, is the fact that these Indian teams coming into the prelims, I was expecting them to be performing far greater than they actually already are. Obviously, we know how strong the Chinese region is. You know, Victory 5 are doing fairly decently, but it's all really been in the favor of Mega. But why is it that do you think that the Indian teams or the South Asian teams coming into the prelims here, playing versus the global stage, Why have they struggled, do you think, when it's such a popular game in that region, so big, it's a cultural phenomenon, they have so much pressure on the shoulders to perform?
I think it comes down to the region itself as well, because it's hard to actually play with other regions' gameplay here, where Southeast Asia, we have a lot of teams like Indonesia, we have teams from Malaysia, we have teams from Thailand. It's easier in terms of distance, in terms of latency-wise, it's easier to go in for the screams, whereas India, they can only play with their region as well, because any other region is a little bit too far off in terms of latency. It's not exactly the best place to scream as well. So even for Southeast Asia teams here, they want to scream with the Chinese teams is a little bit tough because of latency. So setting up boot camps in towards their country is going to be very helpful, but it's very expensive at the same time.
So the idea is that teams from the Southeast Asia can scrim versus a variety of different metas, styles, and play styles, whereas for India it's all really just groupthink where everyone is playing the exact same game. So they do come into the global stage, not really used to switching things up, as that's really what we've seen from synerGE, just constantly struggling to find their position versus aggressive and passive. And as we mentioned, the Indian teams, INS going to be losing out Bhishma.
Yep, at the same time here, all these teams, like I said as well, the concentrated one, they are trying to shift their way into the circle here. And based on the circle in the pattern here, we still see about a good solid 20% still inside the water here. Omen Elite has one of the favorites position that you talked about earlier as well, saying that they have only one direction they need to focus on as well. And because of that, a lot of teams here are going to be pit against each other, the insides of the circle, where they may be pincered between Omen Elite and the rest of each other here. In this case, Tempo Storm trying to contest it, and 249. Omen Elite sees this here, and Rain will get knocked here from Carnage.
Yeah, G360 going to be taking out Rain, getting greedy there for the saw. Must have saw the play coming out from Lunatic from Asterion, so makes sense as he wants to go back for that, but instead can be caught off guard by a few of the players here from Omen Elite, and we know the rivalry that these North American teams have against each other. So they may actually try and finish off the job here, as he knows exactly where he is. Yeah, he's going to get the points for the kill, and actually with how far away Tempo Storm are, he can get away scot-free with that fullback, and Tempo Storm left with the damage to clean up.
Yeah, seems to me Omen Elite, they're very happy this year. They took one kill and they're going to back off here just because they are lack in terms of information as well. Omen Elite, they want to take this supply crate, and not to mention they're still out in the open here. They haven't exactly checked or cleared the padding in the southern section here coming from Omen Elite. They have Wi-Fi's all the way into the southwest corner of the edges here, scouting hit for Omen Elite, but they have to be very careful here because the next phase of circle is going to be popping up very soon here. However, BTR, they've shifted position here, pushing a little bit outskirts of Goroka once again here. They're spreading the territory here, making sure to get as much information
your
for them, but
the V-shape
it's not
of the vehicles? The V-shape as well, the vehicles, your favorite?
Oh yeah, we see the guys from BTR setting up the V-shape in terms of barricade here. It's kind of like a mini outpost for them, for any teams who tries to hard push them here. So it's very similar to Gun Gale Online's concept. I'm not sure if you guys watch anime a lot, but Gun Gale Online, they have this one big dude who has this really strong armor in front here, who's the sniper of the team there. And it's great here because not many people can actually push through that kind of defense, whereas can go for those kind of safe long-range pokes. But seeing how this is here, Luxy, he is one of the famous snipers in towards the tournament here. He's going to be holding the Car 98K, and he's looking for a lucky headshot. Or maybe in this case, using his fame skills to get a couple of head pops.
Yeah, he was one of the players talented before we actually came into the game actually commencing, or the tournament actually commencing, about the player to look out for from Bigetron, and they have a very good position right now. Inside the circle, just to the eastern side of them, is going to be Ghost Skiller, who actually for them are outside of the circle, so they need to get inside it. Same as well for Party Gaming, so we might see a massive cluster. You can see towards the southeastern side, IND, Bigetron, and also Ghost Skiller. But actually for IND, they're just going to be on their merry way in their vehicles. But the G360 here from Luxy, unable to do any damage, although Bigetron may not be expecting another team to be coming in from just behind them, which is Party Gaming.
But as of now here, this rotation is coming in. BTR, they've got their first information to work with here. They scouted out 2 teams, so they're going to try to use whatever information they work with to try and make the next move here. But Luxy is still looking to pop a couple of hits here to try to deny away some utilities in terms of the weaponry or armory department here from some of these teams. But not much has happened since then here. It seems to me this game, everyone is trying to play this as passive as they can. But as of now, you can see every compound is slowly getting tighter and tighter here. Like a friendship bond being made by all these friends, like ourselves as casters as well, right?
Just like the animes.
Oh yeah.
So
what? Why not?
What do you mean? I said just like the animes, or do they all just hate each other?
I don't know.
watch anime, so I don't know. I can't comment.
Nakama,
no comment from me.
Nakama.
Other forms of entertainment are available, of course.
Anyways, here from side Mega Conqueror, you have to be very silent for quite some time. We talked about how far they need to rotate in here. Now, by fourth phase here, they finally made into the circle. They've stocked up a lot of meds here, so we know they have been inside the zone for quite some time to loot up so much, and because of that, they're pretty much fully decked out to play the battle of attrition later on. But now, another supply crate here is going to be provided from M249 here. It is in the grasp of BTR, but do they want to contest this? Because right now, it's very risky here, considering that it's smack middle of the circle. Elite,
yeah, they're in a good position, actually. They can actually see all the way just north of them, or excuse me, west of them, to go Skiller, as actually Satsura is going to be going down very shortly. No one near him as well to actually get the revive. You can see on the left side of our peripheral vision just how far away the rest of his team is, so they will be going down. 20 minutes remaining, and there's still 51 players in the server. Just goes to show how much more passive teams do play here on Vikendi.
Oh, they have to be very careful here, because this right now, Omen Elite is the first time here getting forced out of the zone, and because of this, they have to push in. They don't exactly have the advantage, considering that they have been hugging the shorelines for quite some time, and now V5 is going to be the first team going to be in their way. And BTR, they're still middle of it all from the south side here, and they will scout guys from Party Gaming, attacking teaming with Mega Conqueror.
Yeah, 2 players going down immediately there from Party Gaming, and it seems like more as Bigetron are going for the big plays. They made it happen last time with 23 kills, and oof,
Rodfiat,
just the booty sticking out there for Hun. Rodfiat trying to go for that shot there with the M4 at range, maybe not the best weapon to have in this situation.
Oh,
inside the smoke. Yeah, he's going to be going down as well. So more players out, and actually, in fact, it's going to be all the players out for Party Gaming as they do exit in 15th. Remember as well at the start of the matchup, Detonators going out first versus the likes of V5, who are actually getting more kills as well towards the east.
Well, Alex, welcome to the Megatron combo, but for the first time ever, we see Mega going to be picking a fight with BTR. I'm not too sure if they know that they're the same boys here, but BTR, they got a couple of shots. It looks like they will concede and try reposition themselves here, but like you said as well, V5 secure the compound. BTR knows this. They wanted to travel into this compound, but at the same time, they're in the outskirts here. However, another Southeast Asian team here, Orange Esports towards the northern section here, is going to be going head-to-head potentially with the guys from IND.
Yeah, very easy as well for INS to try and go for the third party if they wanted to. Although we have seen such more passive players coming out from them, whereas when we saw them play in the South Asia Regional Finals. Orange, though, strong position here with such a high advantage point. They can look down onto just the compounds, which are actually inside the center of the circle. Trying to use the vehicles as well from behind in terms of cover, and then have the smoke as well to shroud even more vision. Looking at who's alive, all the way at the bottom there, Futbolists with 1, Tempo Storm with 2, Ghost Skillers with 2 as well. Apart from that, the rest of the team's looking very healthy. And at the top of the board as well, it's Victory 5 with 5 kills, and 4 of those coming against Detonators.
My oh my, this is going to be a scary push here from Orange Esports if they want to push down south, because right now they're pinned between the guys from IND on the eastern shore, INS on the western side here, and down south as well, we see Asterion is also inside the compound, blocking the entry point here. Orange Esports, they have to tread this very carefully here. As you can see, the zone, they are on the slow end of the circle, so they can take and miss on the chaos coming from the western side before coming in here, but we start to see kills coming in here as Popop's open things up for IND.
Does indeed, and the question is though, is Orange going to be going down and into the compounds here at Grikas, as the zone is inside the center of it? It seems like Orange are actually just outside of it, so they're going to have to go down. And yeah, moments ago we mentioned only 1 player remaining for Futbolists, and they are going to be going out in 14th. So poor match for them so far, as Stuka takes out the wheels of the vehicle, meaning that IND can't get away scot-free, and it's going to be so awkward as well for them now to rotate out of this situation because they don't have the vehicles to use. And ooh, we might see Orange actually just apply more pressure, realizing how vulnerable Team IND really are. Yeah,
nicely done here coming from Orange Esports. Deny the mobility away here, and they're going to be repositioning themselves here to form another barricade in another edge here, because Orange Esports, they know Asterion is down below them, and Asterion, they heard all these gunshots here. IND going to be applying the pressure as well, because Cartoon will knock down Soccer at the edge of this cliff here.
Yeah, just a stalemate between these two teams, but in terms of pressure, it's going to be far more in the favor of IND because they have to move out of the zone in just 9 seconds. So that's going to be the fight to look out for all the way towards the northern side of the circle. And actually, Terrence, there's no teams apart from Mega. Once again, Mega in the best position. How does this happen every single game? No one towards the south, eastern side, apart from Mega, synerGE outside of the circle. They have to come into the circle versus the strong compound of Mega. So once again, they have the advantage in that scenario. And here we see IND with 2 vehicles left over. Going to be able to rotate down the side of this hill, but again, they're going to be walking into yet another team, which is Mega. And the question is there going to be action going on straight away? But no, not just yet.
It's going to be a tough battle for all these teams here because they have to fight across this terrain, the next terrain with 2 dividers across the roads. Like you said, Mega, Conqueror, and IND in one end here, but at the same time now, Ghost Killer will pin off the guys from SWAT 69 and the southwest corner with the circle at their backs from them. And Aldic will finish off both here.
Yeah, both players going down there. And now Satan, just the last player for SWAT 69, as his other teammate is down, but there's no way they can revive, and he will go down as well to the play zone. Satan as well made us try and survive by using his med kits and first aid kits to try and get some more placement points, but eventually he's going to be dealt with as well. And all the way in the side, Victory 5 can be caught in the open by Bigetron. As we can see from the bird's eye angle, Victory 5 now gathered up as a 3-man unit, but from behind it's going to be Omen Elite. In front of them is going to be Bigetron, and Orange still going to be using the hill to their advantage. 69 go out in 13th, as now at 25 minutes, this is where the action should really start to heat up. As synerGE again go out in 12th, this might be them out.
Man, oh my, this is going to be a chaotic fight as well. synerGE getting knocked off here by BTR, going to be holding the southern section of this circle. Orange Esport on the northern section as well. He's going to try and pin off the economy here. You can see Leon going for those tabs here. BTR, they've lost the vehicle, but they still want this barricade from the state of UAZ just because of how much cover they're going to be giving here. And you can see bit by bit, they're making their edge here. V5 going to be stopping their way through. Zuxi being the first one in front now. As V5, they're pretty much blinded in their smoke.
Yeah.
Grenades.
Yeah, it could be perfect. The vehicle blows up as well. Ooh, the grenade actually going slightly too deep there. Hung should be able to revive here behind the rock, but look at Bigetron coming in, but also to the side. Players from Ghost Killer as well could try and third party this one, get the kill points, and try and take out one of the favorites for the whole entire tournament into this matchup. As both those players are going to be taken out by Ryzen. 11th is the final placement here for Victory 5 in Game 5. So the question is, does Zuxi, do the players from Bigetron realize exactly where Nicola is from Ghost Killer? Using the painkillers right now, going to be preemptive here as he's expecting the action about to heat up here. Zuxi going to be going for more against the players from Omen Elite who are currently going to be suffocated by the smoke. Zute as well is going to be low HPs. He is going to have to be revived by Spring. Nicola as well is still alive. 20 seconds left remaining on the zone. So if he just stays alive here, maybe more placement points.
Oh, look at this, yo. Nicola is still by here. BTR, little did they know there's a surprise attack coming in. 4 kills from side of Ghost Killer here. They may bring havoc to the guys with BTR because right now they don't know he's there. But they're pulling out the guns here. They're going to go full aggressive. If Nicola plays his cards right, things may go south for the boys in red.
Oh, Spring going to be turning into Summer instead for him as he's going to be dispatched off. And that's going to be Omen Elite going out in 10th.
The circle coming in now. Nicola, he needs to push in here, but will they scout our guys from BTR now? Ryzen, he's looking at the wrong side here, looking up north. How will they play this here? Nicola!
Here we go. This could be the play of the tournament so far. We saw Lunatic try and have his best in the last game, as Nicola just going to be slowly shifting and ruffling himself over the snow. And he's behind 2 here, actually. Make that 3. But the problem is, though, with the Uzi, it's not really the weapon you want in hand. They still haven't spotted him out just yet. Ryan's going to be healing up as well, so he's going to go to 60% HP, and they still have no idea. I think for Ghost Killer, they just play the long game here. They're going to be telling his teammates, just play this one out.
Yes, be careful, be quiet. BTR is kind of like protecting him here, but he cannot get scouted out. But Nicola, oh, this is nerve-wracking for me, Alex. And BTR is going to be picking a fight here from the eastern side here. IND gets knocked here from the side of Microboy.
Yeah, they do indeed. teamIND should be an easy revive there onto Slayer. Trance is going to be doing that one. To the eastern side as well, we can see Asterion just sitting tight and waiting things out. But it seems like Red Canids versus Tempo Storm could be the big play because we see that they're the ones inside the circle currently. As Bigetron rising, we go for some action here versus IND, applying the pressure. Is this the moment when Nicola strikes? Try and go for the third-party action, get some more points. Going in favor of his team as McBoy goes in for the McPlay here. As he comes in close to G360, he's going to have 2 players as well just in front of him. Tempo Storm go out in 7th in the midst of all of this. And players going down as well for Team IND, as it's going to be Ryzen as well to try and help out McBoy, who's currently downed, as Kratos and Daljit are going to be behind the Jeep.
Oh, like you said as well, Microboy getting knocked here. IND, they split up in 2-2 here. They're kind of out and open here from side of Kratos as well as Algae here, but he gets knocked out from the guys from Ryzen, and he's always have here. Kratos getting stopped. pincert here as Zuxi will finish off the boys from IND. 5 teams left alive, make that 4 here, and BTR.
Mega round 2. I mean, this is more and more placement points being garnered here by Nicola as he's just chilling, relaxing, and having a good time. And so are Asterion and Redkinids. 5 kills for them, 4. Oh, there we have it. Out in 4th for Ghostkiller. Amazing performance there from Nicola just to try and stay alive and buy as much time as possible. But here we have it. Bigetron, Asterion, and Red. 4 players alive for both Red and Asterion. But look at this. 13 kills once again for Bigetron.
Oh, there's going to be this top 3 here. Like you said as well, Nicola, he played his best abilities here. Asterion, they are on a high ground potential. There's a lot of smokes. Looks like they are going to go for the prone here. However, for the boys from Bigetron Red Aliens, they are going to go full aggressive. There's so many smokes. They're going to try and spray through the smoke as well. Get a lucky tap. But Red will get the guys from Asterion instead. Poser will get taken out.
Let's see, the more action going to be commencing here as we enter into phase 8. The circle going to be so small here as Zaxi comes up close to Uzi, takes down Levi. Going to be more here coming out from Red. It's just going to be caught in the crossfire and the crosshair of that micro Uzi. So good up close, but eventually going to be taken down. Netaso trying to see if he can trade back a few kills here for Redkinids, as it seems like he's trying to work out where the hell they're all coming from. And just like that, Bigetron take it again on Vikendi.
Well, they're kings of Vikendi for a reason here. 2 chicken dinners from the map of Vikendi. They stormed their way through, they destroyed everyone. That fantastic performance coming from Zuxi and Luxi. You saw how they were backing each other out. They were picking fights against IND. They were picking fights against Red here. But I like the play from Ghostkiller. Nicola was like, ooh, that was
that was an amazing play. Definitely the MVP for me in that game. We're going to be seeing lots of it as well, I imagine, in the replay here commencing just now. But we saw he was 1 player alive for Ghostkiller when there was 9 teams left, and then he managed to finish 4th for them, which is a plethora of more points in terms of placements for them. Yes, he didn't get any kills, but it's not about that. It's just more points secured for them as they were 3rd coming into this 5th game, and now as well the 4th point finish, they're going to be staying around that top mark.
Oh yeah, Mega Conqueror, one of the few teams here. Unfortunately, they didn't kick off too much here. They got themselves 4th place, but at the same